Hi you guys, welcome to my first ever YouTube video. I'm so excited to finally be doing this. I've wanted to make a channel for the longest time. My friends know that, my family has known that. I've been talking about it nonstop for the past few months. This is something that has been in the works for a while now. I'm finally doing it, so I'm here now. I'm very excited. I will give you a proper introduction to who I am. So my name is Noelle, I'm 18 years old, I am a Wilhelmina model, I also am a college student, and I'm a very busy person. I'm so excited to finally be on YouTube and share my life with you guys in a more personal way. I think in the past what kept me from starting was just that I knew how busy I am and I didn't want to start YouTube unless I was gonna fully commit and stick to a schedule and upload weekly. And in the past, I feel like I was just way too busy to finally commit to that, but I'm ready now. I'm excited to be here. You guys have literally no idea how long I've been trying to make this happen, but I'm here now. I'm excited. I primarily will be posting modeling content. I am a little bit active on TikTok and I've been kind of posting modeling content there, and I seem to notice a lot of people like that content. That's kind of what I'm doing here, but in a more detailed version. I'm also going to be posting like week in the life videos, lifestyle things, what I eat in a day, workouts, all that. So it's just going to be an inside look to my life. You're going to want to subscribe. Yeah, let's get into the video. In this video, I'm going to be answering a bunch of questions. I just get so many general questions that I wanted to answer in this video. I felt like it would be perfect so you can get a more proper introduction to my channel, what I'm going to be posting, who I am. So yeah, I actually posted this a few months ago, but I asked my Instagram followers to ask me questions and I'm going to be answering them for you. I have them here, so I'm going to be reading them off and answering them. I'm very excited, so let's get into it. The main question I got was, why'd you get into modeling? What sparked your modeling career? How'd you get into modeling? Just everybody wants to know the story, how I got there, how I ended up doing what I do now. So I'm gonna explain that in the most condensed way possible because I know not everybody wants to listen to that. So I'm gonna explain it. When I was younger, I would get scouted a lot by modeling agents, different people that wanted to represent me. I was really shy growing up, wasn't really into being on camera. That's probably the last thing I wanted to do. Eventually I grew out of that. I was probably like 14 when I wanted to start to do modeling. I kind of started considering it. I had been talking about submitting photos to an agency, but I wasn't totally serious about it. I just didn't feel like putting the time or effort into doing it, but I knew that I wanted to eventually. I remember one day, it was my sophomore year, summer going into my junior year of high school. And I was at my friend's house and I remember my mom calling me and being like, hey, I just submitted your photos to an agency. They want to see you right away. Thought I'd let you know. I was like, wait, what? Eventually, a few days later, I go in to see the agency and at 15, I got signed. I'm still actually signed with that agency. I was completely shocked and I didn't expect her to take matters into her own hands, but to this day, I'm so thankful that she did because I probably wouldn't have, or it would have taken such a long time to even go about doing that. Yeah, that's my little story. I can do a more in-depth video if you guys would like, but that's the condensed version. What else? Another question I got was, what are things you learned as a model so far? I will name 3 things I learned. Number 1, do not take rejection personally. Rejection is never personal in modeling. At the end of the day, it's just business. I learned very early to stop taking rejection personally. Another thing I learned from modeling is how to be confident and how to not care what people think of you. This kind of correlates with the first one I said, but confidence literally is modeling. I've always been confident, but it's kind of at a different level when you're modeling because you have to believe that you can book jobs or know that you are good enough to be signed by this agency, you know? I think I've become a lot more confident and learned my worth. The last thing I would say that I learned from modeling is, I guess, how to be comfortable in uncomfortable situations. Shoots for brands are in extremely strange areas that you would never think there would be a photo shoot at. I've had shoots in the craziest places of downtown Los Angeles. Just very insane things have happened in my time as a model. I guess I learned to come out of my shell more and be more comfortable doing uncomfortable things, doing these things by myself, learning that it's good to be independent. Yeah. This question I get all the time is, how tall are you and how tall do you have to be to model? I am really tall. I'm 5'9½", pretty much 5'10", but 5'9½" if we want to get technical here. As for the second question, how tall do you have to be to model? Literally, there's no height requirement. I feel like there's this persona of the average successful model is tall and skinny and 5'10" and perfect. No, of course that is the ideal model look, but you can still get signed to an agency and book work even if you're 5'5". It's all about finding the right representation and researching a good agency that will represent you and make sure that you are recognized as a model and will book you work. It's totally possible. I always get asked questions about, oh, like I want to model but I'm not tall enough, how do I get into it? Just do your research, find a good agency that represents girls of all different sizes, all different heights. They're out there, do your research. There's something out there for you, I promise. Another question I got, which I also get quite often, more in my personal life, is what is your plan with school / career choice? As of right now, I actually am in college. Like I said in my intro, I'm also a college student. I do college online. I found that it's the only way that I can get a degree is doing it online, because my schedule with modeling and just with my whole personal life is way too hectic to go to a university or an average 4-year. It just doesn't work. Next week I'm posting a week in the life, so you guys will see kind of how my weeks usually look. Normally I don't even know what's going on or what shoots I have until the night before. So I knew that a regular university wasn't in the cards for me. I also knew that if I wanted to pursue modeling, which is, you know, a bunch of opportunities that will not be here forever, I have to sacrifice something. So in this case, school was something I had to sacrifice in a way, in terms of not going to an on-campus public university. I'm still getting a degree. I'm still in school. I'm trying to do both right now. I 100% believe in getting a degree, and I want to do both. I think I definitely can do both. I am a biology major. Eventually, I do hope to get into dentistry or orthodontics. That's generally what's going on. That's my plan. So this next question is, what made you want to do YouTube? I also got this one a lot because I kind of like randomly posted on my story like, oh, ask me questions for a YouTube video. And some people were like, what? Something a lot of people don't know about me is I've always been really passionate about video editing, videography, primarily just editing videos. I've always loved doing that. I used to do it when I was a kid. I used to make videos about my hamsters. I used to have dolls I'd make videos with. And I just always was so passionate about making those little videos. Even though they were silly and I was super young, I was still very passionate about it. And I always knew that I would eventually have a channel when I was older. I just didn't know when exactly, but I knew that eventually I would do it. I'm here now. I love talking. I love helping people. I do want my content to be curated to beginner models or girls looking to get into modeling. Again, it's something I always knew that I would do eventually, so why not start now? Favorite thing about modeling? My favorite thing about modeling is probably the connections that you can make. Being able to meet people on set is so awesome. I've met so many cool people on sets. It's just so nice to be able to network that way and to meet so many new girls and to bond over something we have in common, because I feel like modeling is such a small industry. I've run into the same people many times. It's a small industry, so the more people you know and the more friends you can make, the better. So I think that aspect of it is super cool, and we all share common interests, and that's probably my favorite thing, is meeting people on set and making connections. How would you describe your style? I would say my style is very simple. I've recently gotten really into simple fashion, very casual, basically like Levi jeans and a white top is my go-to. I think there's something so fun about it, and even adding like a pop of color with plain outfits. I love simple, which is weird because you would think since I'm in modeling I'd be into like high fashion designers and crazy colors, and yeah, I keep it really simple in my day-to-day. How often do you work out? I have a personal trainer, which saved my entire life. Normally, I meet with her twice a week. Sometimes my weeks are just too hectic and our schedules don't match up, so I'll only see her maybe once a week. Yeah, so I would say I would work out probably 3 to 4 times a week. Okay, so that is all of the questions I'm going to be answering. I didn't want to make this video too long. I just wanted you guys to get a good introduction to my channel, what I'll be posting, just a general idea of who I am, what my channel will be consisting of, and the content I want to post. If you guys have any suggestions for videos, any comments, advice, whatever, please leave it below. I will definitely read the comments. Like if you want to, subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.